First Thessalonians chapter 5, starting at verse 16. Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, and everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai concerning you. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash, forgive me, Spirit, to do this lesson. This lesson is going into, it'll be a quick lesson, but something important to really meditate upon, okay, to examine yourself, to see if you're really doing this and having this mindset that, you know, if you believe that Yahweh Shai is your power, then you should be praying to your power if you believe, okay, because you have to look at it from them on down to us, okay. For example, if you are a God, okay, and you're looking down at your creation and you picked and put your name on a people, okay, to be their God, all right, that's synonymous with you doing what? Acting like it, man. Praying to your God, trusting in your God, believing in your God, understanding that he is our God. Now, there's a scripture, I don't have it right now in my mind, but there's a scripture whenever we get saved, okay, the elect, okay, that the Lord said, then they shall know that I am their God. So Yahweh Shai wants you to know that. So you better pray and believe it. All right. Let's go back to the scripture. Rejoice evermore. Pray without ceasing. And everything give thanks. Pray without ceasing, man. Meaning be serious about it, man. Don't play around. Don't hesitate. Okay. In time of need, in time of trouble. All right. For this is the will. Key word. This is the will of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai concerning you. Okay, so part of doing his will, man, on the earth is you got to be praying to him, man. If you're not praying to your power, how are you doing Yahweh's will? That's impossible. Okay, so those things go together, all right? From there, let's go to Philippians chapter 4, starting at verse 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplications, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto your God. And the peace of God, Yahweh, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahweh Shai. Right, man. So Yahweh shall keep our minds through Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. By doing what? Supplication, prayer and supplication, man. Let's read that again. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto Yahweh. Okay. All right. Be careful for nothing, man. So your prayer game got to be up, okay? Being spiritual and speaking to your power. That's very, very, very serious, man. That has to grow, all right? When you first come to this truth, man, you know, you might not pray as much as your second year, third year, you know, because you're growing, man. This is a process, man. So the more you're in this truth, the more you grind, the more you grow, the more you learn how important it is to speak to your power, man. Okay, with confidence and faith. And speaking of confidence, let's go to 1 John chapter 5, verse 14. And this is the confidence that we have in him. Talking about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That if we ask anything according to his will, he heareth us. According to his will, man. He heareth us, man. Okay, do you have that confidence? You know, I have to examine myself. Do I have that confidence? We all got to do that, man. You know, because this world is wicked, man. You know, and this flesh is wicked, you know, and we get wicked at times. Not thinking right, you know, distracted and all kinds of different things, man, that goes on in your life. Different tribulations you go through, man, you know. So let's read this again. And this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he heareth us, man. And that's a big deal. But he ain't going to hear nobody who don't believe in him, who don't have confidence and trust in him, who don't believe that Yahweh Shai is their God. He ain't going to hear that person. All right, so keep that in mind. Let's go to Colossians chapter 4, verse 2. Continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving. Right, so we should be watching, but continuing in prayer as we watch these things that's going on, man. Okay, we're close to Jacob's trouble, so prayer should be on a whole nother level, man. All right, prayer should be on a whole nother level. Let's go to Mark chapter 11, verse 24. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. Now that's a level of confidence, man, for somebody to pray and just walk away from that prayer in full belief, 100% belief, not 50%, not 60%, but 100% belief, man. That's spiritual to have that mindset. Okay. And that takes that trust, man. That takes to get your trust up, man. All right. Let's read it again, man. I love this scripture. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall receive them. That's heavy, man. That Yahushua spoke this. Okay, and Yahweh put that in the spirit of Yahushua to speak this. For us to read, for us to take it and believe that it is so. Okay. Only believe the words of Yahushua, man. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 12. Then shall you call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. You have to call upon your power, man. Okay. Daily, man. We ain't promised tomorrow. So within that day, you got to pray as much as you can, man. Walk into the valley of the shadow of death. You got to pray as much as you can, man. Okay. That's a beautiful thing to be in that spirit and always praying. That's a good thing. Yahweh Shema Rashad looks down from heaven and say, yeah, that's my son. He trusts in me. He believes on me. Okay. Oh, this is a good one right here. Let's go to Romans 12, verse 12. Rejoicing in hope. Patient in tribulation. Key word, patient in tribulation. And when you're patient in tribulation, you're praying. Okay. You're praying to your power. Believing and hoping as you pray. And being patient, man. Okay. But you believing and having hope and faith through this process. Okay. So patient in tribulation. Continuing instant in prayer. So all that goes together. Okay. See, we go through all the different things we go through in this truth, man. Okay. To show our faith, to show our belief, to show that we believe that Yahweh Shema Rashah is our power and that they exist. Okay. That we believe in the words of this book. All those different things. All right. Let's go to Psalm chapter 145, verse 18. The Lord is nigh to all them that call upon him. Let's read it again. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him. Okay. To all that call upon him in truth. You hear that? That's heavy, man. So Yahweh Shema Rashah is expecting you to call upon him. Okay. So that he can answer you because he is your God. If you believe that. If you trust in that, if you trust in them. Okay. Let's go to Jeremiah 33, verse 3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Call unto me, and I will answer thee. Okay, you want Yahweh Shema Rashah to answer you, but if you ain't calling, how they going to answer? If you ain't speaking, how they going to show you? You know, you got to move with faith, man. Faith plus works. Okay. Your faith is supposed to move you to go pray and to believe on Yahweh Shema Rashah that he will answer you. Okay. That's how that works. That's how that works. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace. Boldly. Unto the throne of grace, man. And that grace only exists. Why? Because Yahushua was our sacrifice, man. Is the sacrifice. Okay. He came down and sacrificed himself for the hopeful elect. And not only the hopeful elect, for the whole nation of Israel. Okay. Really the whole nation. Okay. But right now we focus on the elect. So it says that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Right. In time of need, man. But how can you come to the throne of grace boldly without praying to your power? That's impossible. If you're just walking around and you never praying, man, something wrong with you. You got to check that at the door, man. You got to examine that and check your spirit, man. What's going on with your spirit that you never praying? Okay. That shows actions of not believing and not trusting in Yahweh Shema Rashah. That's the reality of that. Okay. Let's go to Psalms 18, verse 6. In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. Yeah, that cry was that prayer, man. He was calling to his power. That's why he heard it. Okay, David was calling upon the Lord, man. When you read Psalms, man, David always called upon the Lord, man. Always, man. Because he believed and trusted. You know, how many times did King David say that Yahweh Shema Shai is his shield? The Lord is his shield and his rock, his place of refuge. Well, you got to think the same way. We got to think the same way, man. Okay, the house of David is back. So you got to have that mindset, man. Let's go to 1 John chapter 5, verse 15. And if we know that he heareth us, whatsoever we ask, we know that we have the petitions that we desired of him. Right. So do you know that the Lord hears you? The only way to know is to believe first. Okay. You got to believe it, man. You got to know it in your heart. Not because you walking around perfect. No, because you believe in your power. It has nothing to do with you're perfect. You don't do nothing wrong. You don't think nothing wrong, nothing. No, man, that's not what it's about, man. It's about if you trust in your power or not. Okay. Let's go to James chapter 5, verse 16. Confess your faults one to another and pray one for another, that you may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Right, a righteous man. Okay. Going back to Abraham. Okay, that type of righteous. In other words, he believes, man. Okay. Because wasn't Abraham's faith counted unto him as righteousness? Right. And that goes the same for us. So a man that believes, that speaks to his power, that's serious about praying to his power, okay, his fervent prayer availeth much. You see? Are you that righteous man? Are you that man that righteousness is of faith? And you have heavy faith and belief and you're really serious about that? Well, when you pray, your prayer availeth much. It goes to the ears of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Through the mediator, Yahweh Shai to Yahweh. In that order. That's heavy, man. That's very, very heavy. Okay. From there, let's go to James chapter 1, starting at verse 3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have a perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. They give it to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given to him. Right, man. In other words, speak to him, man. It's not going to get on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's nerves that you call upon them. Okay, and hope and faith to receive spiritual gifts. Okay, to get closer to them. You know, that's what he expects. But when you do that, this is what he expects. Let's go to verse 6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. Okay, don't be back and forth in your mind. You got to believe it. Okay, come to the throne of grace boldly, and belief not wavery. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Right, man. So we can't be unstable when it comes to prayer and speaking to our power. That's the point of this lesson in the spirit, man. Something that we all got to examine. Something that we all have to examine. Okay. Now let's end it on this. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be you therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Right, man. And we at the end of the end, man. So be you therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Okay. Speak to your power if you believe that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is your power. If not, you're wasting your time. With that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kudash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you, Akim, out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.